Hi everyone, my name is Anna and today I wanted to talk a bit about the upcoming elections here in the UK that will be held in June. So, I'm gonna be, in this video, I'm gonna be trying to talk about the four major parties, well not major parties, but the four parties that already have, already have seats in the parliament right now. Before I keep going and elaborate a bit more on that, let me throw in a little disclaimer. I'm not part of any political party. This video is not supporting or is not... there will be no claims that you should go and vote for such and such party, because I'm not a member of any party, I'm not supporting any party, so I'll do my best to keep this video as much neutral as I can. So also I think it's important to state before I go on that this video is like purely informative, and all the information I will be giving and everything I will be saying can be can be found on the internet. I'm not gonna go into weird stuff, made up stuff. I will try to links, if I have very weird things to say, I will link them in the description box. Also, what is important to say, I feel like because I'm not a UK citizen, this will be more like an outsider perspective on whatever's going on and on the parties and all their claims. I might be a bit biased because I'm an EU citizen, so I have my opinions on Brexit, but as already said, I will try to keep them, not let them influence whatever I'm saying, and keep it to the facts. I'm doing this video so you don't have to go and research everything yourself. I'm gonna try to squeeze as much as I can here, and just maybe I hope that it will help you to get your general idea on what each party is and what each party is suggesting, so it might help you to make your choice when you're voting. Okay, let's start with the basic information. So the elections obviously are on June the 8th this year, so technically a month away, even less than a month away. Secondly, I can't name all the candidates that will be running for Prime Minister position, because I think the deadline for candidates to be announced is today, which is, I'm filming it on 11th of May, so I don't know who has been selected, or I don't know how this process works in the UK, but I don't know all the candidates that are running in this election. Also, I'm not 100% clear on the election, on the electoral claims of every party, because the manifestos will be released on the 15th of May. So electoral claims for me, I did my best to research previous claims and what the news is saying on the parties and what the party representatives are saying, but clear-cut manifestos are not out yet, at least for me. So yeah, I will be talking about four parties today, and that will be the Conservatives, Labour, the Liberal Democrats and the Scottish National Party. I hope I'll go in that order. So the current party of the party that has the majority today are the Conservatives. I think current Prime Minister Theresa May will be their candidate for Prime Ministers, so that's where we're going from. So what they say and what their, let's say, political ideas are and what they will be going for if they're elected, and what they do now is, well, obviously they are pro-Brexit. They will, as could be found, and as the Prime Minister today said, not today, but in general said, that they will be negotiating a deal, any party elected will be negotiating a deal, but the Conservatives want this deal to be what they perceive as best for the UK. So what they want to do is, number one, leave the single market, which means, I'm pretty sure that will mean that taxes will rise for import and export for the EU and for the UK, so it's up to you if it's a good or bad thing. And then also they want to, like, these are two main points, but they also want to close the borders for the EU, like, so basically any EU citizen in the UK might in the future need a visa, so the free citizen flow will be, I believe, closed down. That's what their claims are, and obviously that's what they plan to do. Also, they have a program that will deal with the with the UK economy. This being, let me just check so I'm not lying to you, but what they say is they will reduce the deficit, safeguard the economy and keep mortgage rates low. Number 2 is cutting income taxes. And then number 3 is creating more jobs by backing small businesses and enterprises. Number 4 is keeping welfare and working to control immigration. So that's, as I already said, is closing borders for EU citizens in a way. And they also have an education program. Obviously all of these claims I will link and leave down below to this plan. It's not in the manifesto, but that's their plan that is on their website up and running. So that's what they will be doing in the next 5 years once they are elected. Let's move on to the next party, which are Labour. And as far as I know, their main candidate for Prime Minister will be Mr. Corbyn. So, what do they deal with? They talk about diversity. I feel like their website would need more work, I guess, because it's very hard to find any information on what they think and what they want to do once they get elected. Also, I suppose the manifesto will be released today later on, so that should be there. But from what I could gather from the media and from their website is that they will be rooting for gender equality, for diversity, so I suppose that if they win, that will mean that their cabinet will be as diverse as possible. Number 2, they are against Brexit in general. They are very Euro interested in the EU. So, but because of Brexit, they still can't redo. I suppose they can't do another referendum. So they will have to stick to Brexit, but they will have to. Their negotiation and their interests will be very different. So what they state is that they will try to stay as much as possible in the single market, and they will not close customs for EU citizens. So they will try to keep the EU flow as open as possible. That means that they will try to get out, not really get out, but close this and like cut their ties with the EU as less as possible. So that's their ideas. It's very hard to find anything else on their economy, but yeah, you can always Google the news, and there is no new data since some time at least. Okay, so next party is the Liberal Democrats. I think their candidate will be Tim Farron. I'm not sure about that, so don't quote me on it. Here as well, it's kind of hard to find very like clear propositions of what they're gonna do. I have to think I'm still keeping the Brexit thing up and running. They are very pro-EU, and they say that once they have a deal, they want the citizens of the UK to vote on it. So here they want to keep everything as democratic as possible, if that makes sense. So then again, give choice to the citizens if they agree with the deal they have, or if they want a new one, a better one, or I don't know. That's what they state. I think their economics propositions, as far as I see and I can see from their website, is to build an economy and help back small businesses. So I guess here that's kind of like not the same, but quite close to what the Conservatives want to do. Well, then again, I mean, yeah, a fair corporate tax code. So they will all talk about taxations, but they don't say if they want to cut it or leave it as it is. Not very good for a party. So then again, here the manifesto is absent for now. Hope it will be out tomorrow. But yeah, let's go through the last one, which is the Scottish National Party, or SNP. Here they don't have a candidate that I can name for you, and I can't even speculate who it will be. And as far as I can tell from looking through their website and their proposition and their vision, is that they're more Scotland oriented. Obviously it's a Scottish National Party, so makes more sense. I figure that probably they might not be that much interested in a Prime Minister position. Well, they will be, but not as much as the Conservative Labour or Liberal Democrats. So they would be more interested and happy, I suppose, not quote me on that again, in member of, so someone from their party having cabinet or having a minister position. I'm not sure. This is what I read from their website, and that's how I understand what is on their website. Although, speaking of Scotland, they're obviously more interested in creating more jobs in Scotland. They plan to invest in small Scottish business, then again, so it's very Scotland oriented. And also they don't have anything on Brexit here again. They don't seem to appear that often on the news, so it's kind of hard to tell what they want to do if they win this election, but knowing that they're not that present in the Parliament today, I don't think they actually came up with a plan. Maybe they will. I hope that the manifesto tomorrow will be out and we can read that all together. So, this is my overview, very quick, very condensed. Maybe there is a lot missing. I can be talking about a lot more about them. So that's the 4 big parties. I will end here. Say thank you for watching, and well, I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was helpful, and bye.